everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be learning how to cut a double-breasted jacket. So if it's something you would love to learn, do it to watch to the end, like, share and subscribe. So let's get right into the main video. So from the top here is our shoulder line and our starting point, and I marked 4 inches here from the side, which is going to be for the overlap. All of our measurements will be taken after this line. I'm going to come to the starting line here to take my vertical measurement. From the shoulder to my bust point is 9.5 inches. I'm going to mark that all the way to have a straight line. I'll go ahead and extend the line across. So from the starting point again, I'm going to come down to mark my under bust. From my shoulder to my under bust is 12 inches. I'm going to mark the 12 inches all the way to have a straight line, and I'll go ahead and extend the point across this way. So from the starting point again, I'm going to come down to mark my waist point. For my shoulder to my waist point is 15 inches. I'm going to mark that all the way as well, and I will extend the point across. So the next thing is to mark the length of our top. So I'm going to be marking 22 inches. It depends on what you want at this point. You can decide to do it shorter or longer than this. So I'll be marking the 22 inches all the way, and I'll go ahead and extend the point across this way. So I'll go ahead and label my line appropriately. This is my full length, this is my waistline, this is my under bust line, and this is my bust line. So I'm going to come to the top here and impute my shoulder measurement. Make sure all your measurements are taken after the 4 inches. All right, my shoulder divided by 2. At that point I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll come here to mark my neck width. I'm going to be marking 3.5 inches, and from the shoulder slope I'm going to connect all the way to the neck width. So the next thing is to mark our chest line. To get your chest line, divide your bust by 6, then add 1.5 inches. In my case I got 7. I'll mark the 7 here and extend the point across this way. So this line now is our chest line. I'm just going to label it. This is our chest line. On the chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement here to have a straight line. The 7.5 inches, I'm going to mark it right here on the chest line, and I'm going to connect from the shoulder slope all the way to this point. So I'm going to come to this line here, divide it into 2 equal halves to get the midpoint. At the midpoint, I'm going to go in by half an inch. I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4. I'll mark it right on the chest line. I'll go ahead and connect all the points together to form my armhole, like so. So the next thing is to mark our dart, and to mark your dart, you're going to divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. I'm going to mark the 3.5 on the bust line, also on the under bust line, on the waistline, all the way to the full length, and I'll go ahead and connect all these points together with a straight line. So this side is our center front and the other side is our side front. So I'm going to come to the under bust line. On the center front I'll be marking half an inch, and on the side front I will mark 1 inch. But if you're a plus size person, you can mark 1 inch here and then 1.5 inches on this side. But I'll be marking 1 inch on the side front and half an inch on the center front. I'll do the same thing on the waistline, 1/2 inch on the center front and 1 inch on the side front. I'll do the same thing on the full length, 1/2 inch on the center front and 1 inch on the side front. I'll go ahead and connect all these points together with a straight line. Then from the bust line, I'm going to come down by 1 inch from the bust line, and I'll connect from the under bust all the way to the 1 inch with my curve rule this way. I'll do the same thing on this other side. Please pay attention to how I'm using my curve rule. All right, then I'm going to come to the armhole, measure what I have there all the way to the chest line. Whatever I have there, I'm going to divide it into 2 equal halves to get the midpoint. I got about 8, and half of 8 is 4. I'll mark the 4 here. Then I'll connect with my curve rule from here all the way to the midpoint this way. You can see the shape of our bust coming out already. So I'm going to come here, mark half an inch on both sides of this line here to tighten up this place, and I will connect back to the original line with my curve rule this way. So the 1 inch we took for our dart here, I'm going to replace it on the lower line. So we don't have any shortage when we are sewing. I'm going to replace the 1 inch here. Then I'll extend this lower line all the way to that point. I'll also replace the 1 inch on the chest line as well. Then I will reconnect my armhole. So this is what we have. The next thing we're going to do right now is to impute our ram body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement. The next thing I'm going to do right now is to add 1 inch for seam allowance, for sewing allowance. I'm going to add 1 inch here. I'll come to the under bust line, divide my under bust by 4. I'm going to mark it here. The 1.5 inches for that, I'm going to replace it, then add 1 inch for sewing allowance. I'll come to the waistline. I'll do the same thing. Divide my waist by 4. I'm going to mark it right on the waistline. The 1.5 inches, I will place it and then add my sewing allowance of 1 inch. I'll come to the hip line, divide my hip by 4, replace the 1.5 inches for our dart. Then I will add my sewing allowance. I'll go ahead and shape my pattern paper by connecting all these points we marked. So I'm going to come to the waistline and mark 3 inches. This is where our breaking point is. I'll mark 3 inches from there. And then I'm going to connect from the neck width all the way to the 3 inches we just marked. I'm going to take it all the way to the 3 inches this way. Then from the waistline, I'm going to come down by 5 inches. You can do 6 inches. I'll come down by 5 inches here. Then on the side front, on the waistline, I'm going to come down by 2.5 inches here as well. I'm going to come down by 2.5 inches here. Then I'm going to connect from here to the 5 inch here. And before I connect on the other side, I'm going to close down my dart. Please do well to close down your dart so you don't have any distorted line. Then I'll connect from the 2.5 inches all the way to meet this point this way. You can see what we have here. Do well to close down your dart, all right? And this is what we have. I'm going to open this up, and this is what we are going to have. This is where our buttons will be. This is where your buttons will be. It depends on the number of buttons you want to put, all right? And this is basically it for the front pattern. I'll go ahead and cut this out just so we can work on the front pattern, on the back pattern. So this is what we have. We are going to be cutting ×2 of this and ×2 of this as well. One for the other side and then the other piece for the other side as well. So we're going to keep this aside. For the back pattern, I've already gone ahead to rule out the necessary lines we need: the bust line, waistline, and the full length. So I'm going to come to the shoulder line here, up here. I'm going to divide my shoulder by 2, which is 7.5 inches. I'm going to mark it right here. At that point, I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, just the way we did for the front. I'll mark my neck width of 3.5 inches. I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to the 1 inch. And I'll come here to mark my neck depth of 1 inch. I'm using 1 inch for the back neck depth. I'll connect from the neck width all the way to the 1 inch. The next thing is to mark our chest line. To mark your chest line, divide your bust by 6, add 1.5 inches, just the way we did for the front, and I'm going to extend that point across. So this is our chest line. So on the chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement here to have a straight line, and then I'm going to connect from the shoulder slope all the way to the 7 inch this way. So I'm going to divide what I have here into 2 equal halves to get the midpoint. At that point, I'll go in by ½ an inch. I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4, and I'll connect all these points together to form my armhole. So before we impute our ram body measurement, I'm going to come to the waistline here and mark ½ an inch. You know, our back is not straight. This is to eliminate that excess we have at the waist area. This is to make our jacket relax very well at the back. Once you do this, we are going to have a very relaxed jacket. We are going to be cutting this excess out. So the next thing is to impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement. I'll add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the waistline, divide my waist by 4, and then add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the hip line, divide my hip by 4. I'm going to add my sewing allowance as well. I'll go ahead and shape my pattern paper. So the next thing I'm going to do right now, on this side I'm going to come down by 2.5 inches, just the way we did for the front. Then on this side I'm going to come down by 4 inches. You can do 5, you can do 4, it depends on what you want. Then I'm going to connect from the 2.5 inches all the way to the 5 inches, like so. And this is where our jacket is going to stop, or will be stopping. And this is basically it for the back. I'll go ahead and cut this out. This is very simple to draft. So this is the back pattern. We have both the back pattern and the front pattern, and this is all for this tutorial. If you have watched to this point and you have not yet subscribed, please do well. If you find this video helpful, do well to like, share, subscribe. If you have any question, anything you don't understand at all, please do well to drop it in the comment section, and I will do well to attend to it. So this is all for today's tutorial. Thank you so much for staying tuned, and I will see you in the next video.